You know exactly
Mm,
what needs to change. You may know you need a strong boundary. You may know your health needs attention. You may know you need to face your finances or fully make a decision about your future. So, why do you still feel unable to act? It may be because part of you does not yet feel safe enough to move forward. So, today, John and I are going to explain why that happens and walk you through what we call one-step warrior process. By the end of this episode, you will be able
mm.
to choose one realistic action you can take within the next 24 hours.
And this is so important because knowing what to do and feeling able to do it are not always the same thing. A survivor may understand exactly what needs to change and still feel frozen, overwhelmed, or afraid of making the wrong choice. So, Melissa, why does this happen?
When you've lived through abuse, making your own decisions may have led to criticism,
Hmm.
judgment, punishment, conflict, guilt, rejection, or financial consequences.
Mm,
Speaking up may have caused a fight. Setting a boundary may have been called selfish.
right.
Making an independent decision may have led to ridicule or retaliation. Even after the relationship ends, your mind and body may still expect those
Mm,
consequences. Intellectually, you may know you're allowed to make your own choices. Emotionally, part of you may still be waiting for something bad to
mm.
happen. That does not mean you're lazy. That does not mean you're weak. It may mean that your survival response is still trying to protect you.
So instead of asking, why can't I just do this? A better question may be, what am I afraid will happen if I take this step?
Exactly, because fear can
Mm,
keep us
right.
paralyzed. That question helps uncover the real obstacle. You may not be confused about what to do. You may be afraid of what will happen after you do it.
Mm,
Once you recognize that, you can stop shaming yourself and begin addressing the actual fear. You're not just completing
mm.
a task, you are rebuilding trust in your own decisions.
Another challenge is that survivors often look at their entire lives and see everything that needs attention at once: their emotions, their health, their finances, their confidence, their faith, their relationships. I mean, how many times do we feel like we had to change everything, even our future? But this is not one small project. It can feel like rebuilding an entire life.
And that's what makes it so overwhelming.
Right.
So, when everything feels urgent, the mind can become overwhelmed and choose to do nothing, to be
Mm,
paralyzed. That's why we organize recovery around four primary areas. We call it our four
hmm.
pillars: emotional, physical, financial, and spiritual. You're not supposed to repair every area today.
Right.
You begin by
You can't.
asking, no, it's impossible. Which area is creating the most pain, fear, or instability in my life right now? That becomes your
Right.
starting
Right.
point.
So, and we would like you to think about that as you watch. Where do you need the most support right now? Don't worry about fixing it yet. Just identify it. Naming the area is already a step forward. This is also one of the reasons we created the Warrior app. Recovery can feel isolating, especially when you're trying to stay encouraged and make healthier choices along the way.
Uh, Well, and the app provides daily affirmations,
Right?
with our members love this, recovery, wellness content, and access to a private community that understands this journey all
Mm,
too well. You can try your first month free using the code
mm.
first month free, and we'll put it in the show notes below.
Right. A phrase we hear often is, I'll do it when I'm ready. But waiting to feel completely ready can keep someone stuck for a long time. How many times have we said that? I'll do it when I'm
It
ready.
kept me stuck for
Right.
a long time because confidence and motivation often come after action, not
Right.
before it. You may think, when I feel confident, I'll set a boundary. When I feel motivated, I'll start taking care of my health. When I stop feeling afraid, I'll look at my finances. But fear does not always disappear before
Mm,
you move. Sometimes moving is what begins to reduce the fear.
right. Taking action.
Yes.
Now, you may not feel motivated to exercise, but you can walk for 10 minutes. You may not feel ready to face your finances, but you can open one bank statement. You may not feel comfortable enough or confident enough to set a major boundary, but you can stop over explaining yourself in one conversation.
These are just at one
Right.
action items. Each time you make a healthy decision and follow through, you send yourself a new message. I can make a decision. I can take action. I can trust myself. That's how self-trust begins to
Mhm.
return.
Yeah. Some survivors also hear thoughts like, you can't do this. You always make bad decisions. You're going to fail, or you're too old to start over. Now, after hearing those messages repeatedly, you may begin to sound like they're your own beliefs.
That's what gaslighting does to
Right.
us. But they may not be your beliefs at all.
Mm.
They may be beliefs someone trained you to accept. And when that voice appears, ask yourself, is this what I truly believe? Or is this what I was trained to believe?
Mhm.
You cannot rebuild your future while allowing the person who damaged your confidence to continue narrating your life.
Mm.
Your own voice may feel quieter right now, but it's still there. Every healthy decision helps make it stronger.
For anyone who wants help recognizing these patterns and working through them more systematically, Melissa's Victim to Warrior Recovery Guide provides a structured place to begin.
And this is the second edition because I heard you. I made it
Right.
more practical. It's got 70 more pages. It's a guideline to understand, help you understand what happened, what may be keeping you stuck, identifying next healthy steps. So we'll put the link to that in the show notes below. And if you have Kindle, you can read it for free.
Now, at the beginning, we told you we're going to give you a process today that you could start today. So let's walk through that together.
Our one-step warrior process has 4 simple parts. Choose the area of your life that needs the most attention right now. Do not choose everything. Ask, where am I experiencing the greatest pain, fear, or instability today? That is your starting point.
The next step is to make the action specific. Don't say, I need to get healthier. Say, I will walk for 10 minutes after lunch. Don't say, I need to fix my finances, because that's a huge task.
Yes, it is.
I will review one bank statement tonight. Also, don't say, I need better boundaries. We know that. But say, I will not respond to non-emergency messages after 8 o'clock. Simple. A specific action gives you something you can actually complete.
And completing, we know when we have to-do lists, checking something off makes you feel like you've accomplished something. Here are some more examples. For emotional well-being, you might write down one trigger and one healthier response you want to practice. For physical well-being, you might drink more water, take a short walk, schedule an overdue appointment, or begin a calmer bedtime routine.
Right. For financial well-being, you might review one expense, organize one document, check one account, or begin a basic budget. And when financial abuse has left you uncertain about where to begin, our Financial Empowerment Series provides you practical teaching, budgeting tools, credit guidelines, journaling exercises, and clear action steps. You don't have to repair your entire financial life today. You only need to begin. Now, I'm going to put the Financial Empowerment Series link in the show notes.
And for spiritual well-being, your step might involve prayer, reflection, identifying one value for your future that you want to reflect on, or reconnecting with someone that once made you feel alive.
Right.
Maybe you once loved painting, hiking, singing, gardening, writing, traveling, or spending time in nature. Ask yourself, what did I once love that the abuse caused me to abandon? Then choose one small way to reconnect with it.
If the action still feels overwhelming, make it smaller. You don't have to transform your health today. Move for 10 minutes. You don't have to solve every financial concern. Just open that one bank statement or credit card statement today. You don't have to repair every relationship. Just choose one situation where you will stop abandoning yourself and make it happen.
And that is a goal. That's a check. That's a small step. These small doses are not meaningless. Small means possible, and possible creates momentum. Put the action on your calendar. Choose the time. Decide where you'll be. Know what the first physical step will be. Do not leave it as something you plan to do eventually. The goal is not to transform your entire life today. The goal is to keep one promise to yourself.
Because every promise you keep strengthens self-trust. So the goal today is simple. Identify one area, choose one action, make it small enough to complete, then follow through within 24 hours.
That is huge. I'm telling you, it is. And your brain will start recognizing these celebrations and wins one step at a time. The first step begins today.
Now, some people understand the process, but still need personal help deciding what their next step should be. Go ahead, babe.
If that's you, you can always schedule a one-on-one private session with me. We can talk through where you're stuck, what you're facing, and the next step that we can make together that makes most sense for your recovery. We also offering a special discount for first-time sessions. We'll put that in the show notes below too. Sometimes one focused conversation can bring clarity to a situation that has felt overwhelming for months and even years.
Yeah, Melissa's amazing. Please try to call with her. So this conversation also connects directly to something new we are preparing, the free 7-day Warrior Wellness Reset.
The free reset is designed to help you stop seeing recovery as one enormous, impossible project. Each day, you will receive a short teaching, practical action, one reflection prompt to help you begin rebuilding your well-being, confidence, identity, and future.
And it also introduces a deeper 8-week Warrior Wellness Reset for women and men who are ready to continue the journey through the 4 stages: reset, rebuild, reclaim, and then rise.
Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you will be among the first to know when the free 7-day Warrior Wellness Reset becomes available.
Right. And this is important. Be sure to tell us in the comments, what is the one area of your life that needs your attention right now? Make it public. More importantly, what is one small action you will complete within the next 24 hours? Share it.
You do not need to repair your entire life today. Choose one action, take one step, make one promise, and keep to yourself.
Right. Because every step you take is evidence that your life belongs to you again.
You survived the abuse. Now it's time to rebuild the life it tried to take from you. Thank you so much for joining us today. Remember to subscribe and hit notifications, and we will see you on the next podcast.